I'm glad you're here today. Let's sing our hello song together and start our fun. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? How are you today? I'm fine. How about you? I'm fine. How about you? I'm fine. How about you? How are you today? Our theme this week is hibernation. Hibernation is when an animal snuggles in his home and sleeps a lot and does very, very little so he can conserve his energy. Food can be hard to find for animals in the winter, so resting and being less active helps the animal to not need as much food to eat. And who really wants to go outside when it's really cold and snowy? Not me. I think hibernation sounds like a good idea. What do you think? Our first book today is titled Hibernation Station, and it was written by Michelle Meadows and published by Simon & Schuster. Fuzzy slippers, warm pajamas, forest babies and their mamas. They show up early at the station. It's time for winter hibernation. Bears and chipmunks in the middle, bears and mice from big to little. Groundhogs, turtles, frogs, and snakes slipping into holes and logs, fluff the pillow, snuggle in. But then, commotion in the den. I cannot sleep, a black bear roars. My roommate rolls around and snores. A groundhog cries, "This hole's too tight. It's dark in here. I need more light." Then, uh-oh, trouble near the stream. The hedgehog babies start to scream. Just then the beds begin to sink. Two chipmunks cry, "We spilled our drink." And while you're up, we need more snacks and bring more pillows for our backs. Just then a frog begins to moan, "I'm scared to be down here alone." The bears in charge in railroad caps review the hibernation maps. Come on, Black Bear, bring your shoes. Here's a quiet place to snooze. Come on, hedgehogs, warm and dry. Let's huddle for a lullaby. Come on, chipmunk, sip, sip, sip. Nibble, nibble, drip, drip, drip. Blankets, pillows, extra snug. Come on, frog, you need a hug. Climb on top and join the heap. Soon, everyone is fast asleep. It looks like everyone was able to find just the right place to snuggle down and take a snooze. Next, I have a song about hibernation, and it's called Do You Know Who Hibernates? Do you know who hibernates? Who hibernates? Who hibernates? Do you know who hibernates? It's great big bears. Do you know who hibernates? Who hibernates? Who hibernates? Do you know who hibernates? It's slithering snakes. Do you know who hibernates? Who hibernates? Who hibernates? Do you know who hibernates? It's buzzing bees. Do you know who hibernates? Who hibernates? Who hibernates? Do you know who hibernates? It's small black bats. Do you know who hibernates? Who hibernates? Who hibernates? Do you know who hibernates? It's stinky skunks. Pew! The next book I have to share is one of my favorites. It's titled Bear Snores On, and it's written by Karma Wilson and published by Simon & Schuster. In a cave in the woods, in his deep dark lair, through the long cold winter, sleeps a great brown bear. Cuddled in a heap with his eyes shut tight, he sleeps through the day and he sleeps through the night. The cold winds howl and the night sounds growl, but the bear sleeps on. An itty-bitty mouse, pitter-patter tiptoe, creep crawls in the cave from the fluff cold snow. Mouse squeaks, too damp, too dank, too dark. So he lights wee twigs with a small hot spark. The coals pip and pop and the wind doesn't stop, but the bear snores on. Two glowing eyes sneak peek in the den. Mouse cries, "Who's there?" And a hare hops in. "Oh, Mouse," says Hare, "long time no see." So they pop white corn and they brew black tea. Mouse sips wee slurps, Hare burps big burps, but the bear sleeps on. A badger scuttles by, sniff snuffs at the air. "I smell yummy yums, perhaps we can share." "I've brought honey nuts," Badger says with a grin. "Let's divvy them up, cozy down and dig in." And they nibble and they munch with the chew chomp crunch, but the bear snores on. A gopher and a mole tunnel through the floor. Then a wren and a raven flutter in through the door. Mole mutters, "What a night! What a storm!" twitters wren, and everybody clutters in the great bear's den. They tweet and they twitter, they chat and they chitter, but the bear snores on. In a cave in the woods, a slumbering bear sleeps through the party in his very own lair. Hare stokes the fire, Mouse seasons stew, then a small pepper fleck makes the bear He blows and he sneezes and the whole crowd freezes. And then the bear wakes up. Bear snarls and he growls. Bear roars and he rumbles. Bear jumps and he stomps. Bear growls and he grumbles. You've snuck in my lair and you've all had fun, but me, I was sleeping and I've had none. And he whimpers and he moans and he wails and he groans and the bear blubbers on. Mouse squeaks, don't fret, don't fuss, look, see, we can pop more corn, we can brew more tea. Bear gulps, bear gobbles, he sighs with delight. Then he spins tall tales through the blustery night. When the sun peeps up on a crisp, clear dawn, bear can't sleep. But his friends snore on. I have a felt board activity about 5 brown bears to share with you. I hope you enjoy it. 5 brown bears. 5 brown bears take a winter's sleep. If one of those bears should wake without a peep, there'd be 4 brown bears taking a winter's sleep. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 brown bears take a winter's sleep. If one of those bears should wake without a peep, there'd be 3 brown bears taking a winter's sleep. 3 brown bears take a winter's sleep. If one of those bears should wake without a peep, there'd be 2 brown bears taking a winter's sleep. 2 brown bears take a winter's sleep. If one of those bears should wake without a peep, there'd be 1 brown bear taking a winter's sleep. 1 brown bear taking a winter's sleep. If he wakes up without a peep, there'd be no brown bears taking a winter's sleep. Our last book today is titled Winter Lullaby, written by Barbara Suling and published by Brown Deer Press. When the breeze blows the petals off the flowers, where do the bees go? Inside their hives till spring arrives. When the ground turns too cold to sleep on at night, where do the snakes go? Into a den till it's warm again. When the frost creeps across the country meadow, where do the mice go? Up to the hayloft in something soft. When the wind whistles through the evergreen forest, where do the bats go? To caverns deep for a long sleep. When the snow falls over the freshwater pond, where do the ducks go? Across the sky, southward they fly. When ice covers the mountain lake like a crust, where do the fish go? They swim below where warm streams flow. When the cold bites their fingertips and noses, where do people go? Out of the storm, where it is warm. I had a great time today, and I hope you did too. It's time for our goodbye song, and then I think I may do a little hibernating. Now it's time to say goodbye, say goodbye, say goodbye. Now it's time to say goodbye. See you all next week. Bye-bye.